You've probably seen the ads online. Make thousands of dollars per month creating and scaling a book publishing business without writing a single word. Sounds like a get-rich-quick scheme, right? How the heck can you make money selling books with Amazon KDP without having to write any words? In this video, we're going to take a closer look at this business model to see if it really works or if it's just one big scam. I will dissect exactly how people are making thousands or even tens of thousands of dollars every single month creating books with very few words that can be published in hours, not years. And by the end, you'll know if this is a smart choice or just one big waste of time. Let's go. All right, I'm going to start out this video by telling you flat out that I initially thought this business model was a total scam. After all, I literally spent the last 3 years publishing my first book, The Family First Entrepreneur. 3 years of my life, and it finally comes out on May 16th. Pre-order it using the link below and get over $690 in free bonus content on how to make money online. But we both know that most people don't have the patience to spend 3 years writing a book, which is why I was intrigued when one of my subscribers approached me with this too good to be true business model of publishing Amazon KDP books without having to write a single word. Now, the company advertising this business model is called BookBolt. So I reached out to them personally and signed up to listen to their sales pitch. And let me just tell you, I went in with a really skeptical attitude. You should have seen me on the Zoom call. I was a total ass. I got on the call and I was like, I don't believe you, and I think this is a scam. Show me an example of a book with no words that you can publish in just a couple of hours. And the people over at BookBolt started by showing me blank journals where all that was in the book was just a bunch of empty pages with lines. And that's when my BS meter went off. Listing your own journal on Amazon KDP is all fine and good, but why the heck would anyone buy an empty book with just a bunch of lines in it from a total stranger? And to be clear, I have many friends who sell journals and make a ton of money, but they all have gigantic audiences. It is super difficult to sell a journal unless you have a following. And that's when the conversation got really interesting. After going back and forth with the team at BookBolt and expressing major skepticism, I finally managed to get the founder of BookBolt on the Zoom call. And this is what he told me. They use selling journals as an example of how easy it is to get started selling books with no words, and it's meant to be a gateway drug towards creating books of higher value. Now, the books that most people are making money off of still do not require much writing, but they also provide a lot more value than just an empty journal. Then, I flat out asked him which books were making money, and the founder showed me a series of coloring books that were making him money on autopilot every single month. And that's when I stopped believing that this was just another scam. Writing books with no words can be a viable side hustle if you do it right. So for the rest of this video, I'm going to show you exactly how this process works. And if you want to make a couple $1,000s per month in passive income producing books with minimal writing, make sure you finish watching this video to the end. By the way, if you're enjoying this video so far, make sure you sign up for my free 6-day mini course below on how to start an e-commerce store. So full disclosure, I'm not a huge fan of this business model, but I can totally see how it would make you a couple $1,000s a month in passive income. Now, I'm not convinced this business model will last the test of time, but in the short term, I think it can work. All right, let's start from the beginning. What are these types of books that you can pump out in just a couple hours with very little writing that can make you thousands of dollars per month? Well, the secret to making money is by creating very niche-specific activity books with very little competition. Now, some of these books might only sell 30 to 100 copies per month, but if you make enough of them, you can make 4 figures per month. For example, here's a book right here that sells 80 copies per month with a series of puzzles, journal pages, and fun facts. And the key to producing these types of books quickly is to use the BookBolt platform. So what exactly is BookBolt? BookBolt is software designed to help self-published authors create and market their books on Amazon. Here's how it works. If you already have a book ready to go, you can just upload your manuscript to the BookBolt platform, which will automatically format the book for publication on Amazon. This includes creating a table of contents, inserting page breaks, and formatting the text to be compatible with Amazon's publishing requirements. BookBolt also offers a built-in cover design tool that allows you to create professional-looking book covers in a variety of genres. You can use a pre-made template or create your own designs from complete scratch. But the true value of the tool, in my opinion, is the built-in page templates that allow you to create these activity and journal types of books in a matter of minutes. For example, you can use BookBolt to create a quick and dirty word scramble page in a matter of seconds. You can put together a to-do list calendar at the push of a button. But the real question is, how do you find a profitable niche to make money with these types of books? Well, using the BookBolt keyword search tool, you first perform a search for a topic that you would like to create a book for. For example, earlier this year, one of my friends was looking for a Ramadan activity book for his kids. And if you use BookBolt's research tool, you want to look for topics that have less than 1,000 books published on your subject. Now, in this case, the topic of Ramadan only has 100 books on Amazon total, and most of these books sell between 1 to 10 copies per day. Now, according to Amazon KDP, you get a fixed 60% royalty rate on paperbacks based on your list price. And based on this percentage, the profit for each book is on the order of $2 to $5 per book sold, which isn't huge, but we're talking about $100 to $1,500 a month per book. Here's what the contents of one of these books looks like. Now, how do you create these books quickly? The magic lies in BookBolt's Book Creator. For example, let's say I want to create a crossword puzzle. There's a template for that. All you got to do is upload a CSV file of clues and answers, and the crossword puzzle is instantly created. There are also various page templates for journal pages, text pages, coloring pages, Sudoku, you name it, it is all there. Now remember, most of these books just contain coloring pages, simple facts, crossword puzzles, and word finds, etc. And in this day and age of AI, let's say you want to create a coloring book. You don't need to even hire a designer anymore. Just use Midjourney or DALL-E to create coloring pages in the theme of your book and just upload them to BookBolt. Here are the types of pages that you can include in your book: blank and line journals, guided journals and prompt-based diaries, coloring books, adult coloring books, children's coloring books, activity and puzzle books, word search, crosswords, Sudoku, dot-to-dot mazes, brain teasers, and logic puzzles. Here's a quick and dirty demo of how easy it is to create a crossword puzzle. First, I create a CSV file in Excel with 2 columns. The first column is the answer, and the second column is the clue. Then, I upload this file to BookBolt, hit submit, and it auto-generates a crossword puzzle I can add to a page in my book. Word scrambles are even easier to create. Simply upload a single column Excel spreadsheet of the words you want to use, and the scramble is created immediately. Now, once you are done creating your book, you just hit a button and it's ready to be uploaded to Amazon KDP. Then you set your price and start selling your books. BookBolt also offers a range of marketing tools to help you promote your books. For example, there is an Amazon ad campaign management tool, social media graphics templates, and email marketing integrations. Now, realistically, you aren't going to be running any ads because your profit margins are too low. The goal here is to find a super niche topic, design an attractive cover, throw in some activity pages, and just let it ride. Each book might only sell a handful of copies per month, and the key is to produce a high volume of books to completely dominate a specific and underserved niche. Now, it's kind of like the old days of affiliate marketing, where webmasters would create very niche sites that covered a specific topic and reviewed products in that category. This is a similar concept, except with ebooks. Here are the pros and cons of this business model. It costs very little money to start. Thanks to AI tools and tools like BookBolt, you can create coloring pages for free. In addition, you can literally pump out these books in 30 minutes or less with no upfront investment with a tool like BookBolt. These books also have a wide audience. Wordless books can be appealing to a wide audience, like pre-literate children, people with learning disabilities, or individuals who speak different languages. These books are also super easy to create. It's really easy to create a book with no words with software tools like BookBolt, and creating an activity book is much easier than publishing a regular book, let me tell you. There's also very low competition. The market for wordless books in very specific niches is much less saturated. But here are the downsides. There's a low profit per sale. Writing books with no words is a volume game. You want to pump out as many books as possible with the hopes of making a handful of sales every month. These sales eventually can add up to a decent side income, but you have to gradually build up your way there. Also, Amazon is suspending KDP accounts. Right now, Amazon is cracking down on AI spam because people are using ChatGPT to pump out books en masse. Now, while these activity books aren't technically spam and do add value, there's always a risk of putting all your eggs in Amazon's basket. Now, the million-dollar question here is, should you sell books without words? And is this business model worth your time? Well, after listening to the full sales pitch and trying out the BookBolt tool, what initially came across as a total get-rich-quick scheme is now something that I consider to be a viable business model. Now, in retrospect, I really wish that they would have led with create activity books in a matter of minutes instead of leading with selling blank journals, but I can understand why they did that. Most people want to make money for doing no work. I get it. But as with anything in life, there is work involved in creating these books, but the good news is that software like BookBolt allows you to create these books fast. So should you try this? Well, if you are willing to pump out these types of books and play the volume game, I really do think that you can make money with this model. But as I mentioned before, I don't really ever see this amounting to more than a side hustle that generates a couple $1,000s per month. Now, granted, a couple $1,000s per month is a significant amount of money, but bottom line, BookBolt's initial pitch sounds a little scammy, but their software is actually a great tool for easily publishing Amazon KDP books. So I would say this, if you want to publish your own Amazon KDP books with or without words, BookBolt is a tool that makes formatting and creating self-published books infinitely easier than if you try to do this with Microsoft Word. And if you want to pump out activity books in volume and make some spending cash, you can easily create a book in about an hour with this tool and sell it on Amazon KDP. Now that you understand how to create products to sell on Amazon KDP, watch this video here to learn how to rank your books to the top of Amazon's search engine.